Followers of the Baha'i faith have worked toward the goals of achieving world unity and establishing a new world order since the later half of the 19th century. Currently, the term New World Order fills some with hope and others with grave misgivings. In this video we will explore a few important distinctions of the Baha'i vision of a new world order, which address some of the valid concerns many people have. Before presenting some passages from the Baha'i writings on this topic, here are some specific points which they contain. 1. A new world order should not subvert the existing foundations of society. Rather, it should seek to broaden those foundations so as to adapt them to the needs of an ever-changing world. 2. It cannot undermine essential loyalties or conflict with legitimate allegiances. 3. It cannot stifle the flame of a sane and intelligent sense of patriotism in people's hearts. 4. It cannot abolish the autonomy of the nation-state if, quote, evils of excessive centralization are to be avoided. Unquote. 5. It warns that centralization promotes despotism. 6. It cannot suppress or ignore human diversity in terms of ethnic origins, history, climate, language, traditions, thoughts or habits. 7. It does, however, raise a call for a higher loyalty and a higher aspiration for the human race, namely, the need for a unified world. 8. Nonetheless, it explicitly repudiates excessive centralization on the one hand, and disclaims all attempts at uniformity on the other. 9. The Baha'i watchword is, and has always been, unity and diversity. Please check the description box for links to authorized. A passage from the sacred writings, revealed by Baha'u'llah, the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith in the 19th century.
Soon will the present-day order be rolled up, and a new one spread out in its stead. Verily, thy Lord speaketh the truth and is the knower of things unseen. By myself the day is approaching when we will have rolled up the world and all that is therein, and spread out a new order in its stead. He, verily, is powerful over all things. The world's equilibrium hath been upset through the vibrating influence of this most great, this new world order. Mankind's ordered life hath been revolutionized through the agency of this unique, this wondrous system, the like of which mortal eyes have never witnessed. The signs of impending convulsions and chaos can now be discerned, inasmuch as the prevailing order appeareth to be lamentably defective. Question. Is it not a fact that universal peace cannot be accomplished until there is political democracy in all the countries of the world? Answer. It is very evident that in the future there shall be no centralization in the countries of the world, be they constitutional in government, republican or democratic in form. The United States may be held up as the example of future government, that is to say, each province will be independent in itself, but there will be federal union protecting the interests of the various independent states. It may not be a republican or a democratic form. To cast aside centralization which promotes despotism is the exigency of the time. This will be productive of international peace.
Let there be no misgivings as to the animating purpose of the worldwide law of Baha'u'llah. Far from aiming at the subversion of the existing foundations of society, it seeks to broaden its basis, to remold its institutions in a manner consonant with the needs of an ever-changing world. It can conflict with no legitimate allegiances, nor can it undermine essential loyalties. Its purpose is neither to stifle the flame of a sane and intelligent patriotism in men's hearts, nor to abolish the system of national autonomy so essential if the evils of excessive centralization are to be avoided. It does not ignore, nor does it attempt to suppress, the diversity of ethnical origins, of climate, of history, of language and tradition, of thought and habit, that differentiate the peoples and nations of the world. It calls for a wider loyalty, for a larger aspiration than any that has animated the human race. It insists upon the subordination of national impulses and interests to the imperative claims of a unified world. It repudiates excessive centralization on one hand, and disclaims all attempts at uniformity on the other. Its watchword is unity in diversity. Can this be achieved by global corporations, billionaires from big tech, finance, or media conglomerates? No. Abdul-Baha explained, "Naught but the celestial potency of the Word of God, which ruleth and transcendeth the realities of all things, is capable of harmonizing the divergent thoughts, sentiments, ideas and convictions of the children of men."